All right, so we are at the last hole. It's a par 5 Oasis. It's one that I consistently see guys try to go to this right, which you can do. The left fairway is kind of a trap, especially if you don't have a long club, like Apocalypse 5 or Apocalypse 3 even. It's kind of a trap going over there, because if you miss it, you're dead. So that's one of the reasons that a lot of the guys I see play the shot to the right. And I'm going to go ahead and hit that right shot. I'm going to show you a little bit different approach to doing it than the way that the other guys are doing it. Because they're not trying to shank it. But if you have confidence in your shanking ability, that's the best way to play the shot. It really takes that, because you'll see they'll go really close to that high edge, which will be the left edge of the fairway. And that right there, oh, that was just a little unfortunate for that guy. So he did get down there quite a bit, depending on the wind. And if he has an Amazon, he could potentially be okay there. But it's not ideal. So you don't need a lot of topspin with my club. The Apocalypse 5. I'm gonna do 2, but I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of power. It looks like, so if you look at my right of the bullseye in the white, that's kind of my target line. I'm gonna try to hit it in the white, and I'm gonna have to counter it a little bit because of that wind, though. So you see, it's a 5, so I'm gonna try cheating it a little bit like that, and then hitting the white ball. Now, had I not corrected for that wind, it would have made it a little bit more challenging. But you can see it takes all the left part of that fairway out of the equation. I wasn't even close to that fairway. And there's not really enough guys trying to play it like that. They're trying to play it perfect when you shouldn't be. If you hit that extra hook, really just, especially if you don't have an Apocalypse, if you're using the rock, or if you're using extra mile, you really need to take advantage of that. You can even go past white if you have confidence in it. And another thing that'll help you is if you don't add any power at all. So if I would have put a Titan on, I wouldn't have even tried to add anything. There's just no point. So that's one thing I could have done to make it just a little bit easier, but I chose kind of against it. So let me show you how I would do this hole. I try to go full back and to the right on this approach shot as much as possible. And the reason I do that is because I've made it a couple times like this. So again, I'm going to try to do the shank. I'm going to try to really bend it over there and get it to the right of the hole. So if I can get, it looks like the right lined up right there, and then I'm just going to play my wind, which will be somewhere over here. And I'm going to probably go just a little bit inside white just to be on the safe side, because I'm not sure I just played enough wind. But you saw I just went just a tiny bit too deep. But if I get it on that back top of that fairway, or that back and to the right of the green, it just funnels right down at the hole. I've made this a couple times playing that shot, and it's just kind of a really nice little feed to the hole there. So this guy here, looks like he's playing just a little bit too much wind. Looks like he's underplaying this. I'm not sure what he's doing. There he goes. Okay, cool. So this guy's helping me out a little bit, because whatever he scores, I was going to do one less or one worse. So this guy's kind of helping me. So this is where I am back here. It's kind of not a recommended miss. So I would have, if I would have really been trying for this one, I would have played it a little bit safer than this, because I'd rather miss here on accident than where I am. But ideally, if it comes in right here, that's where it just funnels straight to the hole. So the easier that wind is for you to be able to hit that target, it's just a really nice shot. And this can be a little glitchy back here, so I don't like it back here at all. A lot of times I'll try to just start it on, play the wind. It'd probably be something like that. But I want to make sure that I don't make this, so I'm just gonna release too early, make sure it doesn't go in. And again, afterwards, I'm probably gonna miss that one too, because I want to make sure I get myself out of possibility of qualifying, which I don't even know. Like this is probably the first challenging tournament that the scores just aren't going to be that good. There's going to be hardly any. If anyone shoots 12 under, it's just going to be a great score, which is basically just getting all your birdies and all your par 5 eagles. But that's going to be virtually non-existent. There's some holes you can take advantage of, but it's just really hard to play consistent the whole way throughout all 9 holes here. And as you see, I finished at 4 under. Tomorrow I'll probably play just a little bit safe. I don't know if I'll post videos, but that's kind of what I'm shooting for, is maybe like a 10 or 11. I'm thinking 1 eagle plus. Let's look at his score real quick. It looks like, wow, look at that. So he parred 2, but actually got the last hole. So that's a nice little added bonus when you can shoot a -3 to close your round. And plus, not to mention, you don't know the guy he was playing with. How I was mentioning before, when he gets an albatross, if the guy made a mistake and was going to get a birdie, he automatically just got an eagle. His playing opponent automatically just got an eagle on that hole no matter what. So, and again, looking at this guy in the leaderboard, he got a par on 8, which I can't believe, out of all the holes, that hole 8, I would think guys would be having problems with this hole 7. This guy, wow, he had a lot of pars, but then got that last eagle. So that last eagle is definitely one that you guys want to be looking at getting for sure.